This story about bureaucracy, though 15 years ago. The narrator had business dealings with a medium-sized factory in China, owned by a German businessman who had relocated his energy-efficient products factory from Germany to China in the early 2000s. This businessman loved Egypt and had visited many times with his family. When asked why he didn't move his factory to Egypt instead, especially given the many investment incentives like tax exemptions and nearly free land, the businessman gave a profound answer about corruption. He explained that while the cost of corruption might seem manageable, the corruption I might use to my advantage today could be used against me tomorrow, and we don't invest in such an environment. He then outlined numerous advantages Egypt had over China: shorter shipping time to Europe, 15 versus 50 days, no anti-dumping duties unlike Chinese products, access to 30 countries through trade agreements, large consumer market, cheaper labor than China, proximity to Germany, year-round sunshine. However, he emphasized that investors don't need exemptions, they need clear, consistent procedures, uniformly enforced laws, efficient justice system. He explained that the real cost of corruption in Egypt is that medium-sized investors, both domestic and foreign, think twice before investing there. This leaves only large investors who can directly access ministers or the president when problems arise. He illustrated how this concentration of investment in large projects, like a $1 billion petrochemical plant employing 10 people, is less beneficial for development than the same amount spread across many smaller enterprises, 200 factories at $5 million each employing 100,000 people total. Notably, the businessman didn't complain about infrastructure or fancy administrative capitals. His sole concern was the corrupt system, which includes contradictory legislation, absence of justice, conflicting laws, lengthy procedures, and personal corruption. This system also affects education quality, healthcare, and proper placement of qualified people in influential positions. The story concludes by noting that Egypt's poverty isn't due to lack of resources, but rather due to a corrupt system that prevents proper utilization of its human and natural resources, while wasting limited resources on unnecessary projects and propaganda. The narrator argues that such a system can only be fixed through political reform,